What's up, everybody? This is LPS, and thanks for checking out my blog, LPS and the Little Black Cat. Today we got a special guest in the house, founder and so much more of Spun Out Fire Productions, Wyld Kyle. Thanks for being here tonight.
Hey, no problem.
So, what exactly is Spun Out Fire Productions?
Spun Out Fire Productions is a group of kids of various ages that tours around the country playing with fire, entertaining people at various events.
How did you get started in something like this?
Well, it started with just going to different types of concerts and raves and festivals and stuff post high school, and developing a skill called poi, and then meeting other people that could do poi, and then eventually that turned into spinning fire, and just meeting various people and learning more and more tricks, and eventually apprenticing under another fire troupe while I was building up Spun Out Fire Productions, and more or less it's just grown a lot, and that's pretty much how it started. We originally, it was in 2007, I actually started playing with fire. 2008, I started just doing little backyard parties and shows around town, eventually local little festivals. Then in 2010 was when we really first started getting on like more of the main festival circuit scene.
The big stuff.
Yeah, and then more, getting out of Buffalo was the big thing.
Touring.
2010 was getting out of Buffalo, and 2011, so on and so forth, and then by 2012, Spun Out Fire Productions grew so much that we weren't even working with the troupe we apprenticed under, and we were just busy enough on our own. When Spun Out Fire Productions first started, I walked away from UPS after being there for 5 years and everything, and did in 2010 did an entire summer just basically spinning fire for tips and selling stones, and paid for my apartment and my car, and I realized there must be something here, and I just kept doing what I was doing and met more and more people that wanted to do it with me.
So speaking of that, so when you say a group of kids, how many people would you say are in your group, Spun Out Fire Productions?
Well, there's a bunch of us. This summer, for all the big festival shows that we're doing, there's always at least 15 of us on the guest list, plus whoever else might be there that we know, that usually ends up volunteering for at least a little bit. But so, actual production team-wise, at any specific big festival, there's always at least 15 of us there that are working pretty much around the clock to make stuff happen, whether it's for the fire show or for the workshops we teach or for the vending booth. But then, being that we're not a band, and every single note and everything doesn't rely on the same guitarist and the same keyboardist and the same drummer to be there every single weekend, we kind of have a little bit of a revolving door system where there's people that are there a lot, and then there's people that are there when they can make it, because we don't necessarily need everybody to be there to put on a fire show.
Yeah.
And so there's always at least 15 of us there, but there's probably a good solid 25, 30 people that we're talking to on a regular basis that are...
So it's a big-sized group then.
Overall, yeah, we definitely have a lot of supporters. I mean, we have fire spinners from New York, Ohio, California, Michigan. But then honestly, we started out in Buffalo, New York. And right now our biggest second chapter, if you will, is in Louisville, Kentucky. And there's like 5 core members down in Kentucky right now that are starting off a whole nother new Spun Out Fire production era, if you will. Wow. And so we're based out of Buffalo, but the second half of us is in Kentucky for sure.
You guys just got back from Kentucky, right? What happened there?
Yeah, we just got back from the cabin fever reliever at Terrapin Hill Farm. I love it down there. I went there last year. It was my first time going to Terrapin Hill Farm, and same festival, the cabin fever reliever, and it just felt like going home. I drove 12 hours and felt like I just drove home, and we were trying to get our foot in the door there for years and never heard anything from them, and we finally became friends with some people from Kentucky, and the next thing you know, we were going to Terrapin Hill, and then we got hired for a couple other festivals last year, and now this year, Spun Out Fire Productions is hired for all the shows at Terrapin Hill. They got the family reunion in June and the Harvest Festival in September, and Rumpke Mountain Boys do Snuggleween for Halloween weekend up at Terrapin Hill. And it's a great time down there. Everything's very well established and set up very well and professionally, and like I said, half of the core members from Spun Out Fire that are there every single weekend, rain, snow, shine, whatever the circumstances are, half of the core members from Spun Out Fire are from Kentucky. So it's really nice that we get to go do so many festivals at Terrapin Hill Farm. That way all the kids that drive up to New York or Ohio all the time to come help us out with all the festivals in New York. Yeah, now we got a bunch of shows in Kentucky. They get a nice short little drive, and we all got to drive down there and go help them out down there.
Yeah, that's awesome. What were those things you were spinning when you got here?
Those were pod poi. It's a version of poi. Pod poi is my personal favorite of the professional LED spinning toys, if you will. There's a lot of them out there. A lot of the like ones like Ninja Poi and stuff. Like, they're really cool. They're awesome to watch. I love watching them. But for my style, being as wild and crazy as I am with doing all the leg wraps and stuff.
Because you're Wild Kyle.
And being as careless as I can be sometimes, some of the other ones, really hard plastic, don't bounce off my body so well, were the ones I was just using. The pod poi are super silicone-y and hollow and rubbery, and
don't leave you all bruised up.
Yeah,
when you're done.
yeah, and then they're nice too because I can charge them, so I don't ever need to buy batteries, and they just charge off a USB charger, so I just charge right off my phone charger.
Damn.
But yeah, they're fun. That was the toy that got me into the whole spinning thing, because I started off with just playing with glow sticks in my hand, and someone told me about poi at a Sound Tribe show. And so I just practiced spinning glow sticks on strings for years until I finally figured out how to do poi in 2006. And that was the very first prop that I ever started using. Now it's so common that I've almost gotten away from it. It's like it's fun. Like the LED ones are great, especially if we're going to like indoor shows and just going to a concert or something and not actually being hired. They're fun just to have to kind of get your fix out for the spinning flow fix that you got to get every now and again. But yeah, that's what it all started with, was poi, and that's just one spinning prop. And now I personally have probably played with close to 30 and own over 25 different fire toys myself.
Oh, wow. So what's it like to perform a fire spinning show? I mean, do you get nervous before the show? And if you want to throw in there, did you ever get hurt before?
Well, do I ever get nervous before a show? Well, no. I don't know. Maybe there might have been a couple shows I've been nervous for. Like, there may be maybe some indoor stuff or some on-stage things I've done, but spinning fire itself is like that's what I can't wait to do. Like, I'm always wanting to spin fire, and so and nervousness and excitement are the exact same chemical in the brain. It just depends on how you interpret it. So I definitely always get really, really excited before setting up for a fire show. And now our fire show has grown so much that, it used to be me and a couple of my friends spinning fire with 3 props. Now it's me and 12 of my friends spinning fire with 25 different props, and we have a whole laser light show and fog machines and sound activated lights and light boards, and it's just
so it's quite
it's a production and a half now. And so now when we're setting up, it's just getting excited, and usually if I get nervous, just because I'm nervous about the next time I get to when's the next time I get to turn to go out there again.
Have you ever gotten hurt though?
Have I ever gotten hurt? I mean, I've never been seriously injured per se. it's funny, like any fire spinner out there has definitely burned themselves once or twice. It's just a matter of knowing how to react. I've never been seriously burned. I've burned my finger. You know what I mean? Like my question, when people ask me if I've ever get burned, my response is normally, "Does a carpenter ever hit his thumb?"
Oh yeah. I meant like seriously though, but yeah.
No, I've never been seriously burned. I've heard about and have witnessed an accident or two. But I personally have never been injured. No one from Spun Fire Productions has ever been seriously injured in a performance.
Good.
This is Wyld Kyle sitting here with LPS and Little Black Cat. Just coming to you guys to talk to you a little about the Nights of Fire official announcement party happening this Thursday, April 30th, down at the Waiting Room on Delaware in Buffalo, New York. We got a great lineup for you guys. We got Dead Alliance of Buffalo coming. We got Mentally Ill. We got Madam Bliss coming all the way in from California for you guys, and a lot of other great bands and DJs. Skyscapes is going to be decorating the stage for us. It's going to be a great time. If you get there early, it's only $5 before 6:45. But it's going to be an awesome party. We're going to be announcing the entire full musical lineup for Nights of Fire happening August 28th to the 30th. So come on down to the Waiting Room this Thursday, April 30th. Check out Madam Bliss. It's going to be a great time. We're going to be doing a 50-50 raffle, so you can come down, win yourself some money. The best part about the announcement party is it's going to be the one and only time, spot, and location for you to buy a 3-day weekend pass to Nights of Fire for only $40. You can get a 3-day festival pass for $40, everything included. Camping, parking, all the music, all the workshops. There's even free vending included. For only $40, come down this Thursday for the Nights of Fire announcement party with Madam Bliss. And you can get your weekend pass for $40 to Nights of Fire. Nights of Fire is a really, really cool educational retreat music festival, if you will, hosted by Spun Fire Productions down at the Blue Heron Grounds in New York. We're Nights of Fire. We're an educational retreat. You can come hang out with us for 3 days. We're going to teach you how to spin fire, how to hula hoop, how to meditate, how to do yoga. There's drumming workshops, live painting. Nobody knows this yet, so this will be the 1 week, but we have 13 bands and 24 DJs for a combined total of 70 hours of music on 2 stages in 3 days at one great weekend. You can come learn all kinds of neat stuff. There's a mile-long trail in the woods set up by night lights. There's a propane dance floor. There's going to be so much stuff happening in these 3 days. It is ridiculous. You do not want to miss it. It's going to be a great time. So I hope to see you all this Thursday, April 30th. And come on down to get your Nights of Fire tickets on August 28th and the 30th. And wait till you see the lineup we got for you.